Hello users, so welcome back to WordPress Pro. So let's pick up from where we left off the previous on part one of working on WordPress, e-commerce website with WordPress. So this is the platform we use as we mentioned earlier. So now we're going to go back to the local platform to actually launch. So this here is where we can now go onto the back end of our website to check on that. So what you can do, what you realize is from the front end to the back end setup and everything can easily be done using WP local. So you can just click on this WP admin button here, and straight away it's going to bring you straight to the admin section of your WordPress website. So here you can just log on to your WordPress. We use root, so you can just log on, and now we have access to our WordPress and we can start working on it. So on this thing, we're going to be using a very cool theme from Astra Teams. So Astra is a platform, a template um, plugin that actually allows you to get template themes that you can easily use to work on to build various themes. So we're going to first of all, because we need a fresh and a clean WordPress installation, we're going to delete some of the things that was by default installed by WordPress so that we can have a clean sheet and we can start working on that. But before that, let's get the Astra Teams first. So we go on a plugin and we add new plugins, and we're going to be looking for Astra Teams. So Astra plugin. So yeah, it's still loading up. My internet is a bit low, slow right now. So pardon with me. So it's going to take a few minutes and it's going to load the page and we can start adding up our team. So before that, as it's still going on, let me show you a bit about the WP local. So just like I was saying, so you can see that there's also an option here for shell, open shell side shell. So if you click on it, it gives you access to the shell. Yeah, I think I've been installed that. It didn't seem to work. Yeah, but you can have access to the folder. So if you click on the folder side, you click on that, it gives you access to the file folder. So you can, if you want to make any changes, if you want to edit any of the PHP files you're working on, you can come here, click on the app and click on public, and you can have access to it, and you can make any changes you want to do to the file. So that is how cool it is. It kind of gives you everything ready in there, and you can just straight away begin to work on it. So this is a platform, like I said. So now, okay, I think there's unexpected error. We had a little bit issue with trying to get on. Let me see what it might be. So plugin, extend, and expand the functionality of WordPress. So I think we need to refresh this and the WordPress installation. I think there's just a bit of error happening. I don't know where this error is coming from. Yeah, great. So yeah, it's in now. Great. So now we can check for Astra. So this here is the plugin I'm talking about. It's very great. So it's called Startup Template by. It also supports WordPress, Beaver, Elementor, and it is by Stormfall. So you can see that it has a lot of downloads. So it's one of the teams that the startup template plugin that I've actually been using for a while. So it's free. It has a lot of free themes that you can use easily. So I'll recommend that you try it. So now let's get it downloaded and we can straight away start working. Now it also requires Elementor, so you will also will allow to download Elementor alongside. So we're also going to look for Elementor. So let's look for Elementor. Okay, so so Elementor actually will help in the development phase and it help us to be able to add all the things. So this here is Elementor, so we also need to install that. I will also want to install this Elementor builder for footer and header. It's equally very essential and it's great to use. And also you can see that there's another plugin here called Royal Elementor add-on template. So it also gives you a lot of template elements that you can also use if you want to add up more templates on your website. But I think Astra is going to do a lot, so I'm going to stick to it and I'm going to use it in the entire development. So now that Elementor is installed, I'm going to activate all of that. So I'm going to go back to the plugin part and activate all these plugins that I just downloaded. So these are the three plugins that I just downloaded and I'm going to activate them. So we also need WooCommerce because it's going to be an e-commerce website. We need WooCommerce to, let me, I think I can activate. So we're going to need WooCommerce to also help us with the payment and the cart section. So Elementor actually requires that we create an account, but I think I don't want to do that right now. So I'm just going to skip it and just going to skip. So you can see that it says Elementor Pro gives you all these features, but we're using the free version, so we can just skip that, right? And we can just go on. So I just want to skip it and I'll come back to it later on. So we can straight away get it ready and we can start working. So I'm going back to download WooCommerce because we're going to need WooCommerce. So this here is the free canvas that Elementor actually provides, and we can, let me go back to it because we're going to be using the, okay, so we're going to be using WooCommerce to work on our team. So yep, okay, but one thing that we should also use is Elementor actually requires that we set it up. I think it brings me back to the same place, but let me just use this button here and go back to the dashboard. Okay, so on the dashboard, we also need to start the starter template, and after that, I'm going to download the Elementor. This one as well, it also asks you to learn how to build with AI, but we're going to use the classic starter template version. So click on that and you can see that it populates all the templates that we need. So that is great, but just like I said, we need Elementor WooCommerce. So just going back to go get the WooCommerce installed. So let's go to the plugins and download WooCommerce. All right. So go back and go get WooCommerce. Yeah, and so on this e-commerce platform, we're going to use PayStack. PayStack is a payment platform that supports a lot of um, traders and those who want to buy from Africa and who wants to also sell on e-commerce platforms on Africa. You can use PayStack. It's a very easy tool to payment platform to use, and it kind of gives you all that connected elements. So I will think, yeah, we should also have done this rather. Yeah. So it's not searching for it, and I think it doesn't find it. We need to search again. So okay, so yep, it's still going through, and just just waiting for it because my internet has slowed down a bit. Great, so it's here now. So this here is the WooCommerce that I've been talking about. So we can now install it. So if you're not very used to WooCommerce, is actually an online store platform that allows you to add products to your website and manage your products, and also your payment options are, can also be integrated into WooCommerce. So it's a very great plugin that you would love to use if you are building a website that will require payment, will require integrating payment platforms like maybe PayPal, like um, cash on delivery, or any other elements that will require payment. WooCommerce will be the go-to plugin that I recommend that you like to download. It has over 7 million active installations, and it's great because it's by Automatic. Automatic is the WordPress developers, and so it's very compatible with WordPress, and you will love to use it. So let's go through the installation process for that. So which one of these best describes your business? So this here is going to be an e-commerce. So it's we're going to set up a store, but we're going to we is just starting business. So we're going to do that, and this is the name, and we're going to select the types of products. So this we generally would like to stick to something like clothing and accessories. Yep. So and you can select the location as well, and you can change the email to your customized email, but I'm going to leave it like this. So you can decide to opt in to receive tips or discounts and all of that, but I'm going to skip that and just click on continue. And now these are like features that comes with WooCommerce to help boost your content using Jackpot, AI assistants, or you can showcase your product with Pinterest, and you can also do Google listings and all of that. So these are all, but you can untick them if you don't want it, but I just want it to be there. So, and in a few minutes WooCommerce is going to be installed. So whilst the WooCommerce is going on, let's go back to the template section. So this is the template that from the starter pack with Astra that you talked about. So you can see that they have various elements, and they have a section for e-commerce. So I'm going to select that, and it's going to show me the templates that are for e-commerce, and you can look through and choose the one that is going to be suitable. So let me see which one will work best for our fashion platform. So let me see. Okay, so we have fashion designer. Okay, that looks great, but let me see if we could get something else that could also um, look great. So there's also another, but this is premium, so may not be able to use that. So yeah, I think we go back to what we saw earlier. Okay, there's also another one here called brand store. So yeah, I think this looks cool. So let's choose that. So you can see that to choose an e-commerce platform, there are two recommendations: is a shortcut and e-commerce. So these two are like one of the these are some of the cool plugins that allows you to work with e-commerce website easily. But I choose WooCommerce, so that is the one I've selected, and I'm going to click on continue, and it's going to help me install that. So you can see that um, the process requires a few settings. So here you can upload your logo. I don't have any logo yet, so I'm gonna leave it like that. You can also change the font first. This is like the default fonts that you're gonna be using. So I'm gonna require to use Montserrat and Lato. So that's what I'm gonna select right now. So you can see that it changed the font and it makes it look a bit nicer than it was before. You can always change the font you want by looking through the various fonts here, and now click on continue. Now there are these are this list of features that you can also add to your e-commerce website. So you can add automation integration to help you automate your website tasks. You can, if you want to receive donations, online donations for your website, you can select that. But I'm not really receiving donations, so I'm not going to select that. There's also sales funnel. So WordPress equally gives you that opportunity to work on. And there's also video option where you can showcase videos on your website. I'm not going to be showing video on my e-commerce website, so I'm not going to take that. But I'm going to do live chat, so I'll equally select that. And now when I get here, I can enter a name. So let's say Francis, and I can enter an email. I can select who I am, and I can select myself or for a client. All right, so this is how it is. So um, and you can enter email. I'm just gonna skip that and click on. Now you can see from here that it gives you install and activate Astro Theme, import customized settings, import widgets, install required plugins, import content. I would recommend that if these are all ticked, you leave it as such. But if you know what you're doing, you can select the ones that are not required, or you don't want. If you don't want any widgets, or you don't want any required plugins, you can uncheck that and you can take those ones off. But I'm going to leave it as default right now and click on submit and build website. So in a few seconds, it's going to load up the website from the Astro teams that we selected, and it's going to build it up ready for us to start working on our website. So let's give it a few seconds and let's get back to it. So now that we're still there, we can go back to our WooCommerce. This here is the WooCommerce we were installing before that. So you see that it helps us to customize your store. So you can start customizing your store. You can look into the store customization. So if you click on this customize button, it kind of takes us through the process that helps us to actually, we can choose you can select a professional design team that customize them, or you can also make your own. So with this, it kind of gives you a landing page for your payment site, but these are all not what I want. I want to use the team from Astra, so I can start designing my own, and then it's going to do the installation for me, and it's in a short time it's equally. So you can see I'm just working on both sides side by side like that, and the website is also channel app as well as that. So in a short time we're going to have all of them ready, and we can start working on our e-commerce website. So you can, I think this is taking a bit longer than usual, so because it comes with a lot of pictures and media files, that is why it's actually taking a while to get set. But you can see that in the development stage, the WordPress was installation stage was very flexible and easy to go by. So you will love to use that platform to install your WordPress on your next WordPress development, because it makes WordPress development installation much easy to go with. Okay, so let's give it a few minutes and let's get back to it. So on the next video, we're going to actually now begin to edit our WordPress website, and we're going to complete all that various element of the website, and we're going to start working on it. All right, so let's meet on the next video.